Régis, good to see you. I guess we'll start off on that note. How was the night last night? Because I know you were there, and it was a good night overall for Sunderland, wasn't it, from a regional perspective?
Yeah, it was great. I think the event was really well organized, and it's good for the Northeast to celebrate important people for football and for the community.
For Dan, obviously it's the first time I'm seeing you anyway since the news of his new contract breaking. That's wonderful news for Dan, but wonderful news for the club as well, bearing in mind how well he's developed.
Yeah, this position as a centre back is an important one in the squad, and he showed last season and this season that he was able to step up. You never know, and you have to experience a new level. And he showed so far that he's a great centre back. You have to face often long balls, strong physicality in that area of the pitch, and he's really good at that. But also we can feel that he's growing as a player, improving different areas with the ball, for example, and about his leadership as well.
What's been the most impressive part of his development, certainly this season, with that jump up from the Championship to the Premier League, from your perspective?
Consistency.
Yeah.
It's probably the main point, because last season it was clear that he was able to reach high level, but the question in the Premier League is to do that every weekend, and sometimes twice a week. And he did it so far, so it's key.
He's gone from obviously that incredible moment in the playoff semi-finals last year, promotion to the Premier League. He's scored some key goals already this season. Have you seen in your career a player who's had a better year or so than Dan Ballard?
Not often, not often to be fair, but it's good for him, and it shows that it's not only him; it's across the squad, a club. Community. I think this year was so far really good, and I hope we'll continue like that for a long time.
Just moving on from Dan, just reflecting back on the Bournemouth draw, the midfield three, Xhaka, Siddiqui, Diarra. Are you kind of close to seeing the best from that midfield three? What makes them work so well together, would you say?
I'm connected with Enzo as a left winger with the ability to connect with them inside. Yeah, I think those four players are designed to play together, and it was the plan at the beginning of the season. We didn't experience so many times because of the injury of Habib. Now he's back, and so we have probably a better competition, but better setup as well, depending on the context, the pathway of the squad and the fixture we'll have to face. So pleased about the intensity, the connection they created, and looking forward to see more from them.
You mentioned Habib. How close, obviously, it's been a bit of a frustrating season for him with that long layoff through injury. How close are we to seeing the best of Habib Diarra, do you think?
We don't know, and I think he's really young, inexperienced in that league, but a great experience at the professional level, even if he's really young. So if we feed with opportunities this potential, we can expect many things, because he wants to learn, he's intense, and the connection, the relationships he has with his teammates will create something new, and we have great players in.
Just finally, this might be a long answer for you, Régis, but injury updates. Where are Sunderland at in terms of the likes of Romain Mundle, Bertrand Traoré, Ronaldo? I mean, the list will go on and on.
Yeah, nothing new to report at the minute, which is good, because against Fulham, it was probably the worst experience we had this season so far. We still have one or two minor doubts. It's normal with a quick turnaround between two fixtures. We'll probably make decisions late, but at the minute they are okay. And for the injuries, they have to recover depending on the injuries. For Romain, we know that it will be long, but it's important to recover properly. We'll support him. It will be the case for Jocelyn as well. and for the others, it's a question of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on their situations.
Thanks, Régis.
Hi, Régis. Just kind of looking ahead to the game against Leeds, both you and Leeds have kind of bucked the trend a little bit in terms of coming up and being really strong in the Premier League. Why do you kind of think that has been?
Yeah, Leeds are doing well. They have a clear identity, strong pressing team with the ability to go direct, but they are comfortable to build short as well. They are well coached with a great atmosphere at Elland Road. So they built over a few years, I think. So last season they were really strong, and it wasn't a surprise the outcome at the end of the season. And they kept going. And you still need time to adapt in the Premier League, but we can feel their energy.
You kind of touched on it there. Elland Road is such a difficult place to go to, similar to the Stadium of Light in a way. How big a challenge actually is it?
Yeah, last season we had a strong experience. I won't say positive because at the end it wasn't, but we learned. I think the first half was interesting. We had a good control. We scored, and we felt that it was possible to be competitive. And in the second half, they created those little spells of chaos, and through the energy of the stadium, their energy as a team, and they found a solution to score, especially at the end, on set pieces.
And Granit Xhaka back in from the start, how big a difference does he make to the players around him, not just having him there himself?
Granit is like a conductor. We don't have many players like that who helps the other to get better. It's important to have one or two in the squad. Granit is one of those players, so he helps to set the tone, to give the first impulse, and he's a good player. So when you have one more good player on the pitch, it's still better.